Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed. There's a dog barking outside because there's dogs in the neighborhood, so you're going to hear barking dog. But such is life. It's quiet and non-rainy right now, which is good. Oh boy, yesterday was something else. The day prior, while I had been sleeping, I heard a branch fall. And it fell and almost hit the house that we rent here and was over a fence, and we cut it down and threw it out into the woods part. And then yesterday morning, another... It wasn't even the morning, it was yesterday afternoon. There was a huge breaking tree sound outside and the sound of tree parts falling. We went out to look, but it's forest out there. And it's not huge, but it's a couple blocks, so none of us could see what fell or where, but oh boy, that was fun. And it was raining hard and extremely windy. So it was something else during the daytime. Now, well, I guess I'll tell that part later because I'm still on the Shelton, Washington weather, plague, rat, and spider report. For the weather report, as I have been saying, it is quiet outside. Is it going to rain? Has it been raining? I do not know. I've been out of bed since about 5:30ish, but about 2:30, 3 o'clock, I woke up, had to go downstairs, take care of business, and then when I came back up, I didn't really fall asleep. I was just awake-ish, but I didn't hear any wind or rain outside, and so it's quiet now. Now for the plague rat report, of course, people not wearing masks, just being, well, not caring about anybody else. I mean, again, as stated, I understand anxiety. I know how anxious people can get while wearing masks. And there are some people with a few physical conditions where they shouldn't wear masks. But generally, if you got that, you shouldn't be in public. You shouldn't be out and about. Because if you can't wear a mask, you really can't survive if you get the covfefe bug. So, yeah. And for everybody else with anxiety, yeah, I have anxiety, I understand, but that's not going to hurt you, and you're not going to wear it for long, and a mask doesn't hurt you. I worked in healthcare. I've known surgeons and doctors that wear that thing for 16, 18 hours at a time while they're doing surgery on people. It doesn't hurt. Good Lord. But for the spider report, I'm going to feel super sad probably pretty soon, when the spider above the window, the spider next to the box fan, and the spider in the corner, plus now the long spindly-legged spider fiercely guarding her egg sac in the juncture of wall and ceiling back behind me, I'm going to be sad when they inevitably perish and or move on. I've grown used to having living companions, even if they don't understand me as a companion. So, thumbs up. Still, for the time being, life is here. That's a good thing. Now, for the walk yesterday, because I had to go out walkies. I had to go to the store and pick out some stuff for tomorrow. Oh, goody. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. So I didn't go out when it was really, really bad. And it hit a lull. And I headed out. The lull didn't last all the way. Past couple days I've been pretty lucky. Good Lord. Past couple days and like the week or 2 weeks, I've been pretty lucky. Every time that it's rained, I've managed to go out and come back, and then it started to rain. I got an injury on my finger. How about that? I've made it back before it started to rain. This time, not as well. I got almost to Safeway, and it started to sprinkle, and then it started to do more than sprinkle, and then it was just flat out raining. So instead of buying two 2-liter bottles and some food stuff. I bought one 1-liter bottle and some foodstuffs for today, so that I could carry it easier with just one hand. Because one hand with the brolly, one hand with the bag, and then try and swap them back and forth when my hands get too sore and my arms get too sore. Oh, that really hurt my lower back though. Being off balance even a little bit like that just destroys. It hurts. Arg. But even though there was that, on the way, I walked on the train tracks. Oh boy. The train tracks, they start off next to the forest and there's a park. And then once you get past the park, it runs right next to the forest. And then it splits off into 4 tracks with one right next to the forest and then the others working their ways over toward the road. Just before the end of the park, about 15 to 20 foot section of tree about this thick had fallen and hit and exploded when it hit the ground. So you couldn't walk on the tracks there. You had to walk around the fallen, exploded pieces of wood. So I looked at that, I looked at the tracks, I looked at the forest, and I stayed on the section of tracks closest to the road, because I'm nothing or nobody special. It's windy, tree parts are falling, there is nothing that's going to reach down and save me if my fool head is walking next to a forest when a great big old branch falls on top of me. So I stayed well away from the forest to keep my head in the shape that it's in. I don't need it staved in. That would be bad. Ugh. So nothing fell while I was out walking past the forest, so that was good. Now there was, in the darkness, because it was starting to get really dark, there was a whole bunch of deer there. Toward the end. So I stopped when I realized they were there, just so that they wouldn't freak out, because the mother was sort of dancy, not too happy I was getting close. So I stopped when I realized that they were there. I had to get past them. I didn't want to turn around and walk back. So after carefully setting my arms down to my sides, I basically turned sideways so that I was not facing toward them. They did not need my predator eyes and predator body facing right at them. So I did my best to angle away and was almost walking sideways past them just so that they wouldn't freak out. Because, again, I don't want to freak out and scare them, but on the other hand, it's like, boy, they do need to be frightened of people. Because while I would never want to hurt them, you know that there are people out there that would throw rocks at them or chase them, and there's others that would hurt them just because they think it's funny. So, yeah, they need to be scared. But I didn't want to frighten them, so... But I made it past and then went on round and then made it to Safeway. And then walking back was fun, as stated, because I was off balance. But it was raining and holy smokes. That wind was so much fun. Because what it tends to do in this sort of squall is you can have it going blow, 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 blow. And then it will instantly go boom. And shift and blow back this way for a second or two and then back that direction. So if you have your umbrella braced so that the wind is coming into you, all of a sudden you're going, ooh, that stuff's coming at me. And then it's from behind and it shoves your umbrella up into the air because of the shape and aerodynamics of the umbrella. And then when it swaps back, your umbrella's up and out of the way, so the wind just goes slamming the rain into your face. Luckily, you could kind of tell when that was going to happen because there were a lot of points that would hit a chaos confusion point, where instead of one solid gust in one direction, it was broken down into like 50 separate gusts. All would have equaled up to the same power, but you had some gusts going this way, some gusts going back in the same direction, where that it was coming from. So your umbrella is not going boom from one great wind. It's just just a bunch of tiny gusts in a bunch of little directions, and then wham when it's done. So you have to keep prepared, because there were a couple times, because I was braced in this direction and then the wind was suddenly coming in from behind me in the same direction, my umbrella just went thump and turned right inside out. Luckily, that's pretty easy to fix. You just face into the wind and then shove the handle forward, and then it just goes thwump and goes right back into shape again. Because it's like you've set it up against like a surface of water, and you're pushing against it. The outside stays there, and the inside, where the pole is, goes forward. And so it's physics. Thumbs up for that. So that was something. I know I talked a lot about the weather and the wind, but it was something pretty heavy duty last night in the past couple of days. Not just out walking, but just in life. So the fact that it's calm and cool outside is nice, because we almost lost power here, and so many places around town did. Holy smokes. So, man. Yeah, I was debating on this one. I'm not going to say any details at all, but, it's the Covfefe bug stalks closer. There's people that aren't exactly my family, but they're people close to me and the people that live here that are getting it, and it's walking closer and closer and closer, so oh boy, am I thrilled. Then, of course, I'm going to stretch my hand back because of the bloody paralysis. Don't sever your radial nerves, please. And then, of course, just as because I think it's funny, I can't remember if I've talked about it in this video. I talked about it in game, but there's this one fellow. He's an Asian fellow. He calls himself Uncle Roger, and that's the name of his channel. He's playing a character. He's a comedian. He's playing a character. It's Uncle Roger. And it's really, really a funny channel. If you look up Uncle Roger, he's a young Asian fellow. He's really funny. But the thing is, social media makes it so much better as well. And I'm bringing this up because I talked about him in my Minecraft video, because I'm trying to incorporate hiya as a phrase where I have permission to say so, because Uncle Roger said you do not have to be Asian or of Asian descent to use the phrase hiya, because hiya is where you're indicating disappointment or sadness and such like that. So it's okay. Uncle Roger has given you permission to use the phrase hiya, even if you're not Asian. But he is funny as hell. And as I was saying with the social media part, one of the things he does is he criticizes cooking videos. Very critically, but also very funny. Because he's Uncle Roger, and how can you torture your rice that way? Well, he was critiquing a Gordon Ramsay video. And when he was done, because he was saying, I don't know who this Gordon Ramsay is. But he was just amazingly amazed. Pleasantly surprised at how well Gordon Ramsay did. And then tweeted out something to his nieces and nephews, all of his viewers. And Gordon Ramsay tweeted back, and it was, it's just a little minor thing. But when it shows through social media, the non-massage stuff where someone just, it doesn't matter who they are, Paul Ryan or, forget the president who always tweets, but I'm talking about real people where they just, without having trainers or someone to manage their account, they just tweet something out, and it's fun or funny because they're not trying to manage their brand. They're just being people. And that sort of thing I like. Some people, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to enjoy that no matter what. Billionaires, people like that, the rich, the powerful, they can all burn. It's the mid-level rich or mid-level powerful that are not letting it go to their heads, still trying to be people. That sort of humanizing effect where they're trying, I really do enjoy. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, indifferent. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, untreated ADD, mourning, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember what my own name is. So we have Snuffkin's Gay Ass, thumbs up, and thank you again. Good to see you in the comments. Andothetial Booba Bebub. I hope I got it close, but I didn't, but thank you. Unbelievable Scenes. Excuse me, hold that gas. Midway Gamer 98118, thumbs up. That's actually pretty cool. Brutish Wing 2.0, thumbs up and thank you. The Rom GC, greatly appreciated. Patrick L, thumbs up and thank you. 0T6 Wanshik's butt is badass. Maybe, I don't know who Wanshik is. Joe Daniel Hernandez, thumbs up and thank you. Kyle Finley, thumbs up, and I'll check that out. Elder Wolf 569, thank you very, very much. Buttered Cake, greatly appreciated. Muth Cybot? I sure hope I'm close, but here's hoping things go well for you, Hokey Smokes. Jason Richardson, thumbs up and thank you. We have Roblox with Ruby. Made in Canada, always good to see you in the comments. Stephen Leone, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisenauer, how about that? Laura B, thumbs up and thank you. Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Aaliyah Ryan, thumbs up. Annie Powers, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you in the comments. Sky Sanctuary, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Finn Emerson, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text, and that's a good thing. You need to get out of the echo chamber of your own skull when you're depressed, definitely a good thing. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could donate to the, or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. I'm hoping to get my GoFundMe fixed as soon as I can. I hate ADD this way. It makes it so hard to get things done. But if you'd like to help me out without sending money to one of those places, if you didn't want to become a Patreon.com patron, I have an Amazon wishlist link down below. And if you didn't want to send money, I have a PayPal link. And if you don't want to send money, I have an Amazon wishlist link. I can't talk today. My sincere apologies. So, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. I'm back on track. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And yes, I did, because I've been doing quite well. Put the please subscribe to the channel thing at the front of the video. Yay! Well, I have this video that you have hopefully been watching. I have another video I need to not record, just edit, render, and then upload. So I still got stuff to do. I want to do more walkies. I've got stories to write. I got things I want to do. I've got ADD to fight against. So hopefully I can at least get something done. Definitely a good thing. So, please wear a mask. It is a very, very good idea. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Practice your social distancing. It's painful, but it's smart. Practice self-care. These are very, very, very hard times. Do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. It is always ready to cast its scorn upon those it feels necessary. It is not eager to cast its scorn. It is only ready to cast its scorn. And of course, Black Lives Matter, damn it. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. and justice for every single one of those that the jack-booted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms keep brutalizing and murdering on American streets.